This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Hi guys, it's that time to step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history, JFW Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travesty.
And excuse me. And I am the faction slayer, Nubby the Amazing Turtle.
All right, there, upstairs.
I think so. Still feeling the effects from Saturday, but I'm here.
Yeah, I heard about it. Guys, this week we're gonna talk about we got match cards for C3 POWW Entertainment are happening this weekend. We're gonna cover some of the results from this past weekend, like SCW, D6 Frontline, and what was the fourth one? Was that it?
We didn't really have a fourth one.
Yeah. Okay.
The other ones, they didn't give results.
That's right. The other ones that we talked about, give us results, and we'll talk about them on the next show. So we got a little bit to talk about. Nubby, unfortunately, you got a bulk of most of it. Hopefully your voice can hold up. I appreciate you powering through. I don't know how you constantly find yourself in these situations being attacked by chains, but I mean, just yell pineapple and maybe it'll stop.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. Most safe word starts with P, folks. Just keep that in mind. Pineapple, pumpernickel, patchouli, pheasant. I didn't get a chance to listen to Fourth Mother Box. Is there anything there we need to cover, discuss, or talk about, or anything?
They didn't drop a show this week.
I did listen to their last one finally. I caught up with it and everything. And from what I gathered, Tom is looking for a some kind of unification. Did I hear that right? He wants to come together to go against the L.I.M. Like, I need fucking help with that?
No, nobody needs help with that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's an interesting offer. No, not against the L.I.M. He wanted to go against Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was blaming Steve for the which I think I said that before. So, I mean, big surprise. I'm right again. That he sees that Steve was trying to cause problems between me and Fourth Mother Box. Wild concept of Steve. You know, it's like, oh, I'm not a part of it. Let me be a part of it. And then boom, now he's a part of it. It was fun, though. Tom did say he enjoyed himself. I did enjoy myself, too. We did have a little spat towards the end there that Steve kind of instigated. That's what Steve does.
Typical.
Yeah, there is one instigator in this wrestling business. It's not Tommy Gunn. It's Steve Arendt. So, Fourth Mother Box, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, I don't know if Nubby and Kyle could ever work together, but Tom, if you want to put our shit aside and badmouth other people, I'm sure we could be pretty successful at it.
Oh, he'll jump on that.
Right? Well, and that's the thing, too, is like, cause I mean, L.I.M. is on my mind because I had this anticipation of like, okay, we put our show out last week. They're going to come back with a rebuttal. Maybe not on a podcast because they only do that like once a month, which I think is going to be next week. So maybe. But they got to do some kind of post about it or anything. No, instead what they did is they did a stupid skit of fucking Pat stuck in Laura's bathroom. So good on them. And the thing is, I can appreciate them for the sheer fact that even though they want to seriously, talk bad about us, they want to call you a soft shell bitch. They want to make fun of the way I curse a lot and how selfish I am and my ego and all that stuff. They lose all credibility in the seriousness of what they're trying to do by doing comedy. It's kind of it's cool because they're staying in their lane, but it's also kind of pathetic that all the intensity that they try to bring in a promo against us just dies away because they want to upload crap like Pacman being stuck in a bathroom.
I mean, good for Pat and finally coming out of the bathroom. I figured he'd be here tonight, but apparently now the L.I.M have other problems.
Oh, I don't.
There's belts missing.
Dude, honestly, who gives a fuck? If Pat doesn't want to be here, I don't want Pat here. It's cool. Like, listen, it's fun and it's cute to pander about like, oh, Pat's not here again because he's stuck in the closet again. But let's be honest. After what the L.I.M said about you, after what they said about me, after what they put out there to try to ridicule and mock what we do here, fuck them. It's just was Pat in a closet in a bathroom? Maybe he was. I don't fucking know. If he was hiding away at fucking Giggle's sister's apartment for a month and a half or a month or whatever, good for him. It's weird that he was able to escape the bathroom to go to Olive Garden and get drunk, but somehow he got out the same day that they went to the movie theater. Explain that.
So the all the Olive Garden was just before.
It was before.
It was before the whole.
It was before he got stuck in there.
Yeah.
So they released footage of them going to the Olive Garden a month ago. They finally released it 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
Well, because someone had to put it together while Gabagool was up, Maximus's ass. But now he's learning. Karma got Gabagool this time because now he don't as the champion. He don't have his belts because MaxiPad took him.
Yeah. So Maximus has the gold now. He's in possession of both belts. So, I mean, at least Pacman was only dumb enough to lose one at one point. Gabagool is twice the idiot for losing both of them. So keep your eyes out for another fucking Law and Order lawyer court fucking case that's going to happen, that they're going to destroy and ruin the day off of a couple wrestlers just because they want to put out some content that's semi-entertaining and a complete ripoff of something else. So keep an eye out for that, because God forbid a guy like fucking Tony Gabagool would just say, give us our belts back or you're out of the L.I.M, because there's no way to be eliminated from the L.I.M, There's no way to get kicked out of the L.I.M, even if you attack a fellow L.I.M member with a chain or beat the shit out of your own mother. I guess that there's no fucking rules in the L.I.M. Clearly by footage, there is dating within the L.I.M. So, I mean, good for you guys. But, again, enjoy the comedy because that's what you're good at. You guys are really good at making me laugh. Even when you're trying to be serious, it's fucking hilarious. So, good on you, idiots. Nubby, any words to the L.I.M? I don't want to take up the entire L.I.M bashing moment, so I just want to,
No, you said what you said.
Right. I said what I said. 100%. Yeah, 100%. I said what I said.
You said it all pretty much. I mean, what's more to say? And really, we win, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we always win, because the thing is, the L.I.M won't cross that line. I have no problem doing that because there's only a few people in this world I actually like. Nubby, you're one of them. Some of the L.I.M could be them, not all of them though. But they're going to just do what they can to pull pandering bullshit out, attempt to be serious, like, So you want a war? You want to fight me? It's like, what are you gonna fucking do? Like, it's stupid. Every time they say war, it's stupid. And the fact that even Pacman said, like, I'm not getting involved, like, you saying you're not getting involved is you getting involved. Because nobody asked your fucking opinion. That's the wild part of it. He has to go out and make a exclusive release on the L.I.M page saying, I am remaining neutral between these two parties, when nobody fucking cared that you have been gone for 3.5 fucking weeks. Hanging out at fucking Laura's apartment. Good for you, buddy. No longer need the sock. Okay. Fucking message me and bitch. I don't give a shit. Okay. We got SCW, we got POW, we got match cards. You want to do match cards first or results first? I'm sorry, SCW results. I got POW match cards. You want to do match cards first or results?
We could do match cards first. Why not?
Match
Let's
cards?
change
Okay.
it up a little bit.
Okay. Tell you what, go ahead and do C3. That way I'll do POW afterwards, and I'll give you a little bit of a break in between at least. So I don't want you to fuck your throat the entire time. So
Yeah, at least I'm not wearing a neck brace.
I mean, I guess it's a positive because we've seen what Scott Spade could do with a chain. Yeah, I don't worry. Guys, spoilers for the edits later or the results later, but yeah, you survived. Hey, Ivan didn't survive. Keep that in mind. Ivan was hospitalized, man. You made it out. It's because of that thick leather neck that you got from being a turtle.
Or I just actually had a little help. Ivan really didn't. No one cared enough for him at that time.
I care about Ivan. I just want to know what AFA stands for.
Yeah, me too. The fuck.
Always fucking around.
Always fucking anal.
There we go, too. Always fucking aristocrats.
Yeah, that too.
I guess anything can be the last A. As long as it's always fucking something.
Mm-hmm.
Like aardvarks.
Or apple pie.
An L.I.M member.
There you go.
There we go. We figured it out. Okay, C3. We've talked about them on and off for the last couple of years, right? They've just never really been a staple within the show.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And this is the one that it was a Logan Steele and Red had like that Battle Royal moment. That's this company, correct?
Well, D'Angelo Steele.
I said Logan Steele, yeah. D'Angelo Steele and C-Red had that Battle Royal moment.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Cool. So at least I know what the company is. So go ahead. Okay, Nubby. C3.
C3 Ultimate Wrestling has a show this Saturday, February the 1st. See, I can say that now. The 1st. Not 20 the something.
Well, been nicer. 20 the 7th. 20 the 5th.
101 Joliet Street in Dyer, Indiana. Doors open at 12:45 p.m. and bell time is 1 p.m. So it's an afternoon show. So people can do double duty if they need to, double shots.
Yeah. The early afternoon shows are nice, especially like the Sunday IPW shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. $15 for adults, $10 on Eventbrite, which you can go to on their Facebook page at C3 Ultimate Wrestling. And $10 for kids, $5 on Eventbrite. All right, so for the tag team championship, we have the ARC, the champions, taking on Arcade Anarchy. That's an interesting name. Anarchy in the Arcade. Classic Alpha will be taking on Nick Diamond. Joseph Ira Credit will be taking on the Cobra. For the women's title, Renee Van Peebles, the women's champion of C3, will be taking on ? We don't know.
I did see a video that was posted with her kind of preparing for a mystery opponent, which doesn't make sense, but I mean, the effort's there anyways.
You gotta find a mystery. So pick on any mystery.
Yeah. So that'll be an interesting matchup. I mean, obviously Renee is the current S7E Women's Champion. She, had a championship match over the weekend. So I mean, she did. I mean, it's no surprise that she's a champion somewhere else. So.
For the All Urban Culture title, it is a fatal four-way. Marcelo Spade, the champion, will be taking on Tony Thunder, Nameless, and Rockin' Rivera. Yes, there is somebody named Nameless. He's also faceless.
Nameless sounds familiar. A different company, or was that a C3 conversation before?
I think I know what you're talking about. I believe it was a weird name, kind of like Nameless, but it ended up being somebody after all. But they came out as somebody with that kind of a name.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Perfect, cool. So, but this person is actually wrestles under the name Nameless.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, there is like a person there in a mask, and they're nameless.
Well, sometimes when things are said on JFW, sometimes they actually happen. So we'll see. We could have just created a whole new gimmick for somebody.
We could have. But yeah, it's definitely a masked person. And it's nameless. So, and then we have for the heavyweight title, D'Angelo Steele. The champion will be taking on Atlas J. Horn. And that is the card for C3 Ultimate Wrestling, taking place this Saturday, February the 1st, 101 Joliet Street in Dyer, Indiana. Doors open at 12:45 p.m. Bell time 1 p.m. Adults $15, $10 on Eventbrite. Kids $10, $5 on Eventbrite.
Nice. Okay. I'll try to drag this on a little bit for you so you can rest that throat of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, POW Entertainment is this Saturday. Currently, front row seats are sold out for POW Entertainment Presents Broken Hearts. It is again this Saturday, February the 1st, 2025 at the American Legion Post 703 at 703 North Route 12, Fox Lake, Illinois. Doors will open at 6 o'clock. Bell time is at 7. Tickets can currently be purchased at powentertainment.ticketleap.com/brokenhearts. Link can be found on their Facebook page. You can head over there, buy your tickets still. As I mentioned, the first row is completely sold out, but there are 40 tickets still remaining. For second row, general admissions just under 100. You're going to see matches such as the heavyweight championship match of your boy Mason Perks, who is the POW Entertainment champion, going one-on-one with Jason Dukes alongside Bitch Headford. That's right. Headford is in the corner of Jason Dukes as he tries to take the title away from your boy Mason Perks. Did I say bitch? I think it was Chris. My bad.
It's
Chris,
all the same.
Yeah, but I don't want to be fucking the L.I.M who calls everyone bitch. I don't want to do that. No.
Well, he's a jackass.
He's a jackass. 100% a jackass. Yeah. Dopey mouth breather. Yeah. Stupid grandmother glasses. Yeah.
Now here's the question.
Yeah.
If Jason Dukes does not take the title, are we gonna see Jackass Headford go on Facebook yet again and say, "Oh, it's a part of the plan"?
I think so. Along with like some kind of hissy fit that's going to be justified in some way. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, it's but they always they succeed in their plans to lose. It's the plans to win that they really need to work on. So at least they're successful in planning. It's just when they plan to lose their matches, that's where the struggle begins for them.
Yeah, because they do have a win over Mason Perks, but they just don't have the belt. Now I get it, a win's a win, but you would want the belt. I don't understand.
Without the belt, it's meaningless.
Yeah, I mean, Hedford is meaningless anyway.
Oh, 100%, because he's a jackass. He wears stupid grandmother glasses and stuff and breathes through his mouth, and fucking wears suits for some reason, even though it doesn't really matter. Plus, I don't think he wears socks with his shoes. And who the fuck does
that? I do know somebody. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Just
What's
what the
worse?
person is.
What's worse? Let me just freaking show this here for a minute with you, Nubsters. What's worse? Shoes without socks or sandals with socks?
Shoes without socks.
Shoes without socks, right? Because you're going to stink them up and shit? Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I do it if I'm just going to around the block or something. But if you're going to work like that,
no, I agree. I'll throw on some sneakers to take the garbage to the garbage can or some shit or something like that, But back in the day when I used to smoke, if I wanted to stand outside, I'd throw some sneakers on real quick and stuff. But to do a fucking I gotta go spend the next 9 hours of my life in these shoes without socks on. Gross. Do better. Anyways, Power Entertainment Midwest champion Will Emery will defend his title against Dazzling Donnie. We got the tag team championships being defended as Heroes of Our Time will be taking on Bad Hombre Cartel. First time ever, we will see Me Hooks O'Bannon taking on Kevin O'Reilly. Women's matchup as a what's up?
They're former tag team partners.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Me Hooks obviously my first ever SCW High Voltage champion. And his brother who betrayed him because he's a douche.
Mm-hmm.
Women's match will be Amina Belmont taking on Maggie Lee. Nubby's buddy, Paulie Tomaselli, will be in action. He takes on Jay Scott. Jay Scott was just at SCW this past weekend. And a fatal four-way match. Let's see how he's going to feel going into this weekend, taking on one of the veterans, I guess, of the area. I guess, you can say veteran. I'm good with that, yeah. Then also, first time ever, we're going to see Kazio go one-on-one with Axel Rico. This is considered one of the hottest tickets in town, so make sure you go. You check out POW Entertainment Broken Hearts, Fox Lake, this Saturday, 703 North Route 12 at the Legion Post 703. Again, doors open at 6, bell times at 7, second row still available, general admission still available. Find the link over at their Facebook page.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, side note, 35 remain for second row, under 90 remain for general admission. Was updated, so.
Fantastic.
Front row still sold out.
It always sells out.
Which shouldn't surprise you. It's that Dreamwave, CSW, hard tickets to get, man.
The hottest tickets in the Midwest.
Hottest tickets.
All right.
I mean, you got a lengthy roll before I get to SCW, so.
It's fine. This one will be quick, I hope. All right. So Destination 6 had a show this past weekend. Christian Rose cashed in his Ultra Gen 6 championship to face Mickey Midas for the D6 heavyweight title. And from what I am understanding, Christian Rose did win and became the new D6 champion. Good for Christian Rose.
Yeah, good for him.
Lizard Man Nathan Nile defeated Joey Pearson. Tommy Davis defeated Eric Z Knight. Or is it Easy Knight? Easy Knight? Yeah, something like that. We'll go with it. The Hype versus the New Guys went to a no contest draw.
Oh, wow. That was title for title, too.
Yeah, so that each team keeps their respective titles. for now.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oliver Kane defeated Shank Barzini to retain the Midwest Express Championship in a casket match. However, somehow, someway, when Barzini got buried in the casket, he brought the title with him. I can't make this up.
I can't.
It was. I don't know how things happen. Or maybe people ought to make sense when they send stuff, but that's fine.
No, read it as it is.
Yeah.
Read it. Just read it as it is. You know, if they listen, they'll get it.
I mean, I don't know what they do because they can't even keep their tag, when we tag them. So it's fine. But Mr. Broadway wins the Impact Eliminator over Raheem, Logan Myers, Percy Drews, Victor Analog, and Jack Hendricks to become not only the trophy holder, but the new Gen 6 champion. So he has an opportunity to cash in for a championship in the near future. So we could see Mr. Broadway versus Christian Rose someday. That would be interesting.
You know, I always liked Broadway. I mean, I've seen him lately at IPW, but he used to be a high voltage guy at SCW. He just got way too busy, I guess.
Yeah, he was in that tournament and screwed it up by not showing up.
You ain't wrong there, brother.
Hey, I speak nothing but the truth. Yeah, he's the one that screwed Natasha Crane out of the tournament. She still never got her rightful title shot.
Rightful
Title shot. That's what I'm going with.
If only. You know, if she comes back, maybe we could get her into a title opportunity.
Interesting. It'll be interesting.
I know a guy.
I know the GM.
Heard he's a solid dude.
Very solid.
Very solid dude. Yeah. Not like the guy that the L.I.M were bitching about that booked you against Scott Spade. Yeah. I think they blame me for that one.
Yeah.
Weird. Because if they listened to how things worked, they would have known that was flat top and I had no authority in it, but whatever.
Yeah. But they claim to listen, but they don't listen.
That's true. Yeah. No, they needed to, well, first off, they just said what they had to say in order to get content, and you're like, oh, this will zing them. Like, there's just as much truth in me booking the main card at SCW as there is me vaping like a bitch. Yeah. I don't vape because I'm not a high school girl. Or Double J, apparently, who also has hair like a high school girl. Yeah. Who kind of looks like a high school girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely looked like a high school girl in that
100%.
parody.
He looks like he used to be a high school girl. But it's 2025 and anyone can be anything now.
Well,
I appreciate you not touching that one.
I'm not touching it.
I wouldn't either.
It's 2025.
That's right. Stay the hero, bro.
Stay in the hero.
Stay the hero, bro.
I mean, there's not really the touch anyway. I mean, it's fine.
Fuck no, because it's Double J. Dude's never touched.
Well, he is the L.I.M. They never been touched.
No, hell no. Everything they do is, self-based, selfish, self-touched. Yeah.
Well, gabagool, but there might be questions.
100%. Yeah. I think that's the only reason why they have that Matt Brillin guy in there, because they needed one more guy to finish the circle.
Well, he's not. He's the scumbag army guy.
No, he's a leech. He's 100% a leech.
Oh,
I've said,
leech.
yeah, 100%. He's like, oh no, my shit's not getting over. What should I do? Oh, I know. I'll go leech off another group because this group didn't get me to where I needed to be. Which you know what? Impressive that first off, and here's the thing to the L.I.M, and I could tell when Pat is a part of something because at least the editing's nice. But like when you have a video and you go 1, 2, 3, go at the beginning of the video, as the people who are supposed to be walking into the video are standing there in a hallway as if they're just walking into something, already you lost me in the video. And then when they walk around and the guy who's over there throws a towel over his fucking head, just to turn around to take the towel off of his head in some big climactic fucking situation where nobody was. First off, how can you shock and awe the fucking world when you're sitting there talking to the people you're trying to shock and fucking awe? And don't tell me you brought a fucking 6-pack. No, motherfucker, you took 4 beers out of your fucking car and brought it to 7 people. Don't sit there and act like you came over there and like, oh yeah, let's crack some beers and have a good time. Dude, nobody in the L.I.M clearly wants you there. You can tell by the expression of Gabagool, Double J. Hell, even Simp had the expression of what the fuck are you doing here? He didn't listen. Even Laura, who's a sweet person, came up, shook my hand, and was sweet and was nice. She's an amazing person, probably the best of the L.I.M. Even she looked at you like, what the fuck are you doing here? But you're there to be a leech.
It's sad when you get kicked out of the idolizers.
Right. That's the embarrassing. Yeah, you know, and he's such a petty little bitch. Yeah, I didn't get kicked out. I chose to leave. I chose to go do something better. What? Do you create a one-man fucking group? You are literally worse than the fucking idolizers. You are less of a group than the fucking idolizers. And they're horrible.
Might be on the same level as White Girl Wasted.
Exactly. That's what it is. If you took White Girl Wasted, fucking Youth Gone Wild group, whatever the fuck he calls himself, and the idolizers, and collected them together, they are still the second worst fucking group in the fucking RPW. Rocket Boys will always be the shit. They're all garbage, all of them. I don't even care if they're adults anymore now. Still garbage. L.I.M, you know, they don't suck. They're just stupid. Comedic geniuses. But dumb. Matt Brill is a fucking leech, and I don't care who knows it, who says it, and he can sit there like, I'm just trying to make peace with the L.I.M. Dude, they don't fucking care about you, bro. It's like, come on. And yeah, I hate to be the fucking Vince Russo of this moment, but bro, you gotta fucking move on. You gotta stop trying to leech off of other people's shit, bro. You just need to move on, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's just,
I don't even like the wrestling business, but I'll talk about it because it gets me my content, bro. No, Brill. Yeah, your video sucked. From start to finish, it was horrible. Absolute dog shit, bro. And if you want to go out there and try to make better content, I encourage you to do so, but do it on your own. You fucking interviewed Johnny Nye at the theater. Why? Because the L.I.M was doing it? Are you fucking kidding me? And you could clearly tell that wasn't an RPW sanctioned thing. That was just him saying, hey, can you come over here and hold this video, this phone real quick so I could ask Johnny Nye a question about, you know, his upcoming match that I'm sure he's already answered somewhere else?
Like he's trying to, you know, do what I do with the JFW exclusives.
That's exactly what he's doing. Except he's a fucking leech.
Yeah.
Anyways, I banter because I don't want you to hear your voice. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nubby.
It's fine.
I don't
You
even know
like
I don't even know how I got to Matt Brill, but I got there, and I'm okay with it. I'm excited with that. Yeah, but
He
if anyone
deserved
took yes, and if anyone takes anything away from what I just said, know that Laura is pretty much a prisoner within this group now. I don't think she wants to be there. I think now she's stuck there. Deep down, I believe maybe she's trying to pull her idiot brother out of that disaster of a fucking group. But you just could tell on her face the weird and uncomfortableness she has being around a bunch of fucking idiots. And you're not included in that because they never invite you to shit.
No.
So there you go. I think you're the only one she actually likes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's also because you don't get drunk and hang over her outside an Olive Garden. So.
And I'm not stupid. So.
That's right. You're not. You're not. They're idiots. Yeah. Hey, man, you still got out. You can just say, hey, I'm out. I didn't put my hand on the chat head. I didn't recite the words exactly right. I mean, you got out, bro. They screwed you on that court case because we know Gabagool paid off those beers.
Yeah, and of all the beers, it was the Hogan beer.
Yeah.
Brother.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No
you know
wonder
Gabagool did that shit. Mm-hmm.
No wonder why he got booed.
Yeah. And lo and behold, tell me how Gabagool is different than top fan if once again, I can't defend my titles because I don't fucking have them with me. Wasn't that a fucking top fan excuse for one of the matchups? Oh, I don't have the title with me, so I can't defend it.
Yes, not only he didn't have the title to defend it, but he also left it somewhere to get stolen.
Yeah, kind of wild. We sit there and think, the top fan's gone. No, it's just Gabagool just ripping off the same fucking gimmick one season later. But good on you guys for wanting to have a war with me.
But at least with the top fan, he did let me know when there were going to be podcasts. Gabagool, never, not once.
No, because Gabagool, like me being an egomaniac, needs to have his time to fucking shine. Because just like Pat, who needs to put himself in fucking everything, it's all fucking. It's okay to call me an egomaniac because unlike everyone else, I'm okay admitting I am. I'm fine with it. I have my own fucking show for a reason. I have two of my own shows for a reason. On top of YouTube channel videos and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm fine being an egomaniac because this is my shit. But them over there, they have to sit there like, well, no, I mean, we're a team, we're a group, we do everything together, we're here for it. It's like you're all fucking egomaniacs. Just fucking admit it to yourself. That's why, when there was issues between Gabagool and Pat, Double J had to interject himself into the match. And Giggle Monster had to interject himself in the match. And then Sim had to interject himself instead of saying, hey, we're all friends, let's figure this out. No, you guys like, well, I want a title shot too. Well, what should we do? Make a 52 long fucking minute video about goofy shit, about you guys sitting in the backyard of another guy's house, slapping each other around like a bunch of girls. Wait, no, I'm the only fucking egomaniac around here. Okay. Sorry, Nubs.
It's is what it is with them. I mean,
I know.
And they've been quiet. Gabagool has been quiet ever since we called him out on his shit.
Yeah. Good war, guys.
But like I said, he's got his own problems to deal with now because he mishandled the belts. They're in an asshole's possession. A bitch, if you will.
Right? How embarrassing.
The guy that should have been kicked out is not put through a trial. The one that's been giving candy at Halloween. The one who gets to be on podcasts. The one who got his ass beat by his own mother. Come on. What's going on?
I like, no. Oh, God, we can't kick him out because of the bylaws. Okay.
bylaws that you came up with.
Weird, right?
I mean,
So you could change a bylaw, but you can't eliminate a bylaw?
isn't changing eliminating at the same time? You eliminated one law by changing it. You can do something else. There is something else you can do. But worry about getting their titles back first. It's fine.
Yeah. Cowards. Fuck them. God, idiots. Not only that, I mean, they kind of mocked Fourth Mother Box too. You know, proclaimed them to be the redheaded stepchild of Freaknet Studios. Which
Well,
I mean, I don't know if you did. I mean, you listen. I know you listen to this freaking show. We did talk about it just a little bit over there
you
too.
did.
It's
I
wild.
heard that.
Yeah.
I love Joe for doing that.
Joe, dude, it was fucking wild. It's like it's cool to kind of talk about wrestling over there from time to time and everything. It's just how do I word it? How do I do it without getting really like into it like I do over here? Because I don't want to really, especially like when we're trying to like ease up on the profanity over on that show, which unsuccessful. Thanks you for pointing that out. I thought he didn't do it, but good on you for acknowledging that. But yeah, no, Joe asked about it. And yeah, we talked about it for a minute there. I think I was nicer about it over there than I am here. But that's also because, over there,
it's a different world.
Yeah, and plus it's Saturday morning, and I'm not quite angry yet. So Monday evening, this is where I live. Yeah, this is Monday evening travesty over compared to Saturday morning travesty. That's Saturday morning cartoon travesty over there, where this is fucking wrestling on right now.
Well, technically speaking, if we want to pull the curtain back a little bit, it wasn't recorded Saturday. It was recorded Sunday.
If you want to be real about it, it was recorded after this show last Monday. I think I ventilated most of the shit out by then, but yeah. Normally it's Saturday morning, but yeah, that's church Travis over there. That's what I mocked Double J for being over there. Yeah.
At least Joe pays attention, and he doesn't pay attention. He pays attention, but doesn't, and he knows more about this than anybody else. He listens too, and he doesn't listen to our show half the time. That should tell you about some of you people that do listen.
Yeah. All you gotta do is listen.
Like, you can listen, but you gotta really listen, people.
Yeah. There's a big difference between listening and hearing. You all hear what we're saying. Not all of you listen to what's being said, though.
Yeah, we've been through this about a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the obvious, them talking about how we have no viewers and stuff because of the YouTube number. Yeah, it's cool that we don't have a lot of people watching. That's not my problem. There's a lot of people that listen and hear what we're saying. It's just not the L.I.M. So.
Exactly.
Well, what show are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about D6 right now, aren't we?
Well, we're done now.
Oh, okay.
So we can go into Frontline. Which we had a bit of a change. A weird situation happened in that show.
Did it?
Yeah.
I know I saw a post on Facebook Aaron put out talking about how it's a dawning of a new era now that obviously what happened at the, before and all that shit. So I'm kind of interested to hear how Frontline went with Aaron, I guess, beginning his pursuit as the ruler of in a way, his concept of being a ruler of Frontline. Yeah. I know we all know Ben McCoy's still the owner of Frontline. We know that didn't change. He's just not running the what was it called? Group's name again? Reckoning. Not the Reckoning.
Crapture.
Rapture.
Rapture.
Yeah. The Crapture. The brass holes. The Crapture. I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody ever came up to me and said to me, Travesty, if there was one thing you could say about your co-host Nubby, what would it be? The honest response would be like, this dude makes a lot of like butt referenced like gimmick names. Like no matter who he's talking about, there's always like a poo or a rectum reference that he changed the name to. Brassholes, Crapture.
So, fun fact.
Oh yeah.
I listen. Well, first thing, I do listen to the Fourth Mother Box a lot. So
Oh yeah.
they're the farts and diarrhea podcast of the world.
Yeah.
But I actually called Tom Red Crapture when we were backyarding because he was Red Rapture at the time. So yeah,
So
I
it all
called him.
began then.
That's where it all began.
That's where it all began. That's good. Yeah. And then obviously we called Chris Everett a piece of shit. So it all makes sense. It's all, yeah. Just it all comes together.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. So Frontline Pro was this past Saturday. I saw Damian Saint made the hike up there.
Yeah,
Is that right?
He went with a couple of people. He basically leached a ride with Timmy Too Sweet.
Yeah, we
And
saw Timmy, his wife. Yeah, they
yep.
made the trip up, which good for them. I mean, I'm gonna get to a Frontline show. I'm just gonna wait until winter's gone because there's no way in fucking hell I'm going to northern Wisconsin during wintertime.
No. Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'm not driving that long trek home at wintertime. No, I will go to Frontline Pro. I will get a hotel. I'll stay up there for the evening. Maybe there's like an after-hour party at the Frontline I can go hang out with or do something. Otherwise, I'll nap and come on the next morning or something. Yeah, no,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why I'm waiting till it's warmer to
Yeah,
go up there.
it's a long drive. I mean, I mean, when I was doing the cemetery vlog and stuff, getting to Fond du Lac was a hike, and that's still like an hour and a half away from Green Bay. It's no joke. It's no Illinois, but it's no joke.
Well, Illinois is definitely a joke.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, Frontline Pro presented Ground Zero. um, Now this is weird. This is different. I never heard of this, but this was the Liberty division. I want to say it's like a intergender division, maybe. I am not 100%. I don't want to assume anything, but Sierra took on Rory Shield. Now, I don't want to assume anything. I don't know what this division is, and I'm hoping somebody will explain it to me, but Sierra did pick up the win.
If I had to guess, I would assume it's probably the beginning of their women's division, just because of the all women's show I think called Liberty Bell that's happening towards the end of summer. So it's probably like the introduction of like Sierra's part of the Liberty division. That'd be my guess.
What did you say? Because you kind of froze and went away, and then you just came
Did
back.
I?
Yes.
What did you catch? I'll say it again.
Um, I totally missed like a couple seconds of what you
Based
said.
on what you said, my assumption is this was introducing the Liberty Bell as if it's the women's division of Frontline Pro, because they are doing the show towards the end of the summer. It's called, I think, Liberty Bell. So it's probably saying like Sierra is like
Okay.
the first announced member of the Liberty, like their Knockouts division or Divas or the women's division of wrestling as a whole.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's my assumption, though. We don't like to assume, but
don't.
a lot of our shit's assumptions because it's opinion.
Yeah, and we don't have a full, details of anything.
100%. Well, hopefully, when Steve gets Ben McCoy on the Power Hour again, he can find out for us. So, because there is a fine line between assumption and opinion, and I walk that shit.
And we want to know stuff so
Yeah, I
we can
know.
talk.
Like what is AFA?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we can't just show up to ARW one day and have a always fucking anal sign. I mean, we can,
We could.
but I don't know. I don't know if that'll go over well.
Chad might like it.
Fuck that guy.
Anal again, another butt thing. See, you crushing it, bro. God, man. You have a niche. Like Your niche is butt referenced parodies of show names and or gimmicks. That's your niche.
That actually was like a thing back in
yeah.
the day with our group. It was always something about butts, and I think we talked about badonkadonks and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I guess
You
it
should
all comes per circle.
you should bring back the atomic drop, and you could like call it mostly butt stuff.
Maybe I will, and you'll just call it on commentary.
I'll say it. Not a Rocket Pro though. They won't allow that.
No.
No. No. Anyways, okay, yeah. Frontline. Okay, Frontline.
Well, it don't sound like it'll happen at Rocket Pearl anytime soon, but that's totally another story. So
Hey man, just because my contract ended doesn't mean I may not come back. They're being a
well,
game.
I'm still suspended.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, yes, I forgot about you.
Yeah, I forget about me.
It's the ego thing. I thought we were talking about me. But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, Nuke's in charge, right? He's bound to, hire you back eventually.
We'll see. Didn't get no emails yet or text calls.
Weird. He's been in total control. What, 3 weeks now?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
The month ain't over yet. So. All right. So Kevin Calloway defeated Sam Eli. That saddens me. Poor Sam Eli.
Love Sam Eli.
Regis Atlas defeated Rockin' Rivera, Kayvon Lee, and Donovan Marcellus. Seeing him a lot in many promotions these days. He's finally getting himself out there. He's finally becoming a star. Still a jackass, but he's becoming a star.
Yeah, he could think. Yeah. Change the attitude. Be a better person.
He can thank us because we talk about him.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Yeah, way to be relevant in a different state.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to brag about being relevant in Wisconsin.
I mean, beer and cheese. That's about it.
And the Dells.
Oh yeah, the Dells. Yeah. That's more of a family couples thing, though. I have no reason to be there because I'm sad and alone. Thanks for bringing that up.
I miss that place. Lazy River Arcade. Now you mentioned earlier, Aaron Xavier, went on social media and talked about, being the savior now and all that happy stuff.
Yeah.
So he pretty much, putting himself over.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't age well because he lost the tag team titles.
Oh no shit! To who?
To Hornswoggle, and I forgot the other guy's name, but they're called the Tag Team Move.
Okay.
But they lost the titles to them, yeah. So it's starting out to be a bad night.
So Swaggo is one half of the Frontline Pro Tag Team Champions.
He is.
Interesting. Okay.
So I mean, you go on social media saying you're the savior, but the savior just lost the titles to Hornswoggle.
Yeah, but it could be all part of the plan.
Okay, this isn't Chris Hedford. Well, okay, so part of the plan, huh? Well, hold that thought.
There we go. See, it's always a plan.
Always a plan.
It's always a plan B.
A plan that may not work out too well. But Warhorse defeated Quinn Whittick via submission.
Oh wow, okay.
Disco Ray had his segment all the way with Disco Ray. Now they all said it was going to be a great guest, a special guest, may top the Godfather. Well,
I'm gonna say no.
maybe. depends on how you feel.
I guess it kind of depends on who you are.
Yeah. Well, it ended up being Gentleman J. Michaels or Mickles. McKeels. Never heard of him?
Gentlemen, who?
Gentleman J. McKeels or something. Michaels. But forget about him because that was just a decoy.
Oh.
It ended up being Backwoods Brown, the real guest.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard Backwoods since the IPW Steel Cage versus Holiday match that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, he had to take time off to recoup from back surgery and all that stuff.
Is it Mykeals?
Yes.
That's Michaels.
That's Michaels?
Well, if you take that Y and change it to an I, Michael.
Or the
Michaels,
stupid.
bro. So I had a boss at my old job who spelled his name Micheal. Usually it's AEL, but his was EAL. It was still Michael. Yeah, that's Michaels, bro. Gentleman J. Michaels. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you trying to pronounce it the way it looks. You just got to go with logic. I mean, not even logic. You just have to go with the whole I guess no thought process. Where I'm like, okay, it looks like Michaels. I'm going with Michaels. But yeah, no, that's J. Michaels, which I believe is also a clothing store.
Oh.
No, wait, never mind. I'm getting JCPenney and Michaels merged together. So, J. Michaels.
Well, still never heard of him.
Doesn't matter. Backwoods Brown was the guest.
All right.
So what was there an announcement? Like what was there anything discussed during the, or just a sit down? Hey, my name's Backwoods Brown. Blah blah blah.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the Power Hour and ask Steve to tell us what was said.
Gotcha.
So I'm sure he would have told me if these results weren't already posted. And he told me to go look at these, so he didn't have to do the work.
Clutch.
For the Bakerville title, Jared Jacks retains the title over Shaq Jordan and Coda Jacobs.
Clutch.
For the heavyweight title, it was Josh Price, the champion, retaining over Justin Fowler. And then Joey Avalon versus Mustafa Ali went to a no contest because the Rapture attacked both men. However, after the match, a tag team match was made. So it's almost like Teddy Long came out, but that didn't happen.
And a tag team match, player.
Somebody made a tag team match in Ali and Avalon taking on the Rapture. And again, not a good night for the Rapture as Avalon and Ali got the win. So again, his post did not age well.
That's a rough night. It's a rough night for the evil genius, man.
But yes, that was Frontline Pro Ground Zero.
Okay. What we got left? SCW?
We got SC Dub.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. So this past Saturday was SCW. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there. Something came up I had to deal with. I will say, I'm a little bit proud of myself because this is the first Shabant's show I missed in quite some time. So it was unfortunate not to be there and everything, but it looked like my commentating partner, Cowboy Chris, was accompanied, or he had some help along the way. It looks like Apex stepped in. It looks like Crystal Carmichael, who was in attendance, was there for a part of it and everything. So it looks like he had some, at least he wasn't alone. And I will be with him back at SCW February 22nd when SCW returns to the Majestic in Kankakee. So.
Oh, really?
It does, yeah. February 22nd. Yep, at the Majestic.
Ooh, I didn't think we were going back.
From my understanding, and it probably have to be more of a flat top confirmation. I believe there's going to be 3 or 4 Majestic shows this year. I'm not quite sure. So, but yeah. High Voltage opened up the show. Obviously, Night Reaper picked up a victory over Tommy Gunn using the claw. Dallas Calloway picked up a win over the debuting Jesse J. Match seemed to be pretty back and forth, according to Chris. These results are from Cowboy Chris. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Johnny Chaos defended his title against Warren C. Freiberg. Match, unfortunately, came to a DQ victory for Johnny. Looks like he was attacked by the Night Reaper. So it looks like that's something I'm going to have to deal with and figure out what's going on with that. I don't really like talking to the dude, but I guess that's what my job is. Opening up the show, James Creed officially joined the Torture Killers. So now it looks like it's James Creed, Logan Steele, Scott Spade, and Mistress Misery now together as one. Benny Vargas retained his Genesis title, pinning Dysfunction member Brandon Espinosa. Interesting to see Dysfunction being in singles matches rather than tag matches. I'm guessing maybe if Brandon was more of a singles competitor, maybe there would be a different outcome. My guess is he was probably out there on his own. And also, no?
Yeah. Well, he was on his own, but Benny Vargas didn't really do it clean either.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me either. Benny is a shady fucking guy. I mean, he's from Boston, for God's sakes. Look at Wahlberg's up and coming show. Yeah, movie. Y'all need a pilot? Weirdo. Jesse J was filling in for the injured Apex. He went on and defeated Warren C. Freiberg. Sheik attempted to use the briefcase on Jesse. Apex took the Sheik out while Jesse got the 1-2-3 victory. Urban Legends won by disqualification over Chaos and Calloway when the Tortures came out and interfered. Now, is this Steele and Spade, or was Creed also out there with them?
I believe this was just Steele and Spade.
Which makes sense. I mean, regardless of the fact if Creed is part of a group, he's also still selfish. There's no way he's going to jeopardize his championship match later on in the evening by going out and,
Well, hold that thought.
I figured when I was going to talk about what's next. Well, not next, but Logan Steele actually won the Call Your Shot bat and the Fatal 4-Way, beating Eric Schultz, Jay Scott, and the Governor, Kevin Zander. RVP retained her SCW Women's Championship against Lovey Lucia, despite the interference from the former champion and Crystal Carmichael. A rematch between RVP and Carmichael is set to happen in the near future. Nubby debuting on the main card for SCW in the semi-main event. Keep that in mind. Now you are the second L.I.M member to be in a semi-main event. Right? Was Pax a semi-main?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, second L.I.M member, not only in a semi-main, but to be victorious in a semi-main. And I say that because if you could tell by his voice, Turtle won his match by DQ after being attacked by Scott Spade with a heavy-ass chain. So, care to elaborate how the match went up until the point where, you were dominated, Atrix style?
So basically, I played his game a little bit. He likes to play the mind games, back back off a little bit, go out of the ring. Well, I did the same thing. I went out of the ring as well. I went to go get him, and then when he slid in, I went to slide in, but then I slid right back out. And then when I went to go chase Mistress Misery, but then I just didn't want to run anymore. But I was just trying to be friendly with her, that's all. Give her a little hug. She looked like she needed a hug. She had that sourpuss face. I figured something was wrong. But yeah, I pretty much played his game a little bit. It was a lot of back and forth for a little bit. He did dominate a little bit, a lot of choking. And when I mean a lot, I mean he was choking me quite a bit. I probably could have passed out a few times.
Yeah,
So that just shows how tough he really is by choking people.
for sure. And typically, when you are being choked, you're usually paying for it,
Usually, that's
dominatrix
a
style.
that's a whole nother
Whole nother thing.
conversation. Yeah, that's a this freaking show kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, oddly enough, this isn't your first attack by chain this year, buddy.
Well, technically, the first of the
Technically,
year,
it
but
is. Yeah, January. There you go. Yeah, let's talk about last 6 months. This
in the
isn't your
last,
first attack by chain.
right. I'll just say this: this Spade knows how to use a chain correctly, so we'll go with that. He did. You now, mind you, I had maybe this was my fault for not, setting him up for the shell shock to end it. I
Yeah,
decided that I wanted to hurt him a little bit. I was really aggressive
yeah.
this time around, and I had him in the corner, and I just kept beating him up. I was giving him a taste of his own medicine. I mean, they deserve it at this point.
I believe it. Yeah.
But the referee, mind you, doing her job at the best to her ability, you know, doesn't want to disqualify me. And I'm like, I don't want to get disqualified either. I'm like, okay, I'll back up. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going back in there. I did my thing, beat him up some more. Still, referee pushing me back. I'm like, so this is my inner referee. Let me know at the same time. Gotta follow the rules. I'm like, okay, let's just get this shell shock out of the way. Well, maybe I let too much time go by, and that allowed Spade to get the chain. He wrapped it around my head, got me to the ground, and started choking me. And referee called for the bell pretty quick. Disqualification, blah 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 blah. Now I was fighting out of it. I was trying to get out, but I was getting weaker and weaker. But luckily, for the first time ever, well, okay, maybe not the first time, but
First
first
time
time in the
since the
whole.
last Scott Spade encounter.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So over a year, but even then, that was the first time.
Yeah.
Um, I had help. Acid Jazz came out of nowhere. He was, from what I understand, he was eating nachos at the time, and he ran right in, dove in. Dallas Calloway came out. Miles Mercer came out, so I had some help. Was I, you know, choking on my spit? Yes, but I walked out on my own for the most part. Yeah, I had a little bit of help, but I still stood up. I didn't get beat up too much. It took a chain to get me down.
Yeah.
So people are saying, "Oh, he's gonna kill you. He's gonna beat your ass." Did he need a weapon? Did he need to choke me out? Is this what the torture killers are all about? Then why are they there? Get out of my fucking way. I want to win championships.
Well, it's relatable to what I said last week, and I think I say it quite often when we talk about the torture killers. Is Scott Spade said he's not there to win titles. He's there to destroy who he wants to. Now, obviously, with Creed being part of, torture killers now, his main objective is keeping that title. Now that Logan Steele holds the call your shot bat, his objective is probably going to be winning the title. So who knows what the ambitions of Torch Killers are now? I know Steele complained about not getting the title opportunity for the tag team titles. They went to Callaway and Chaos. But we're not hearing those objections from Scott Spade. We're hearing them from Steele. So it makes you think maybe Steele's opinions different than Scott Spade's. But you're right, man. You walked out and you survived, and I mean, if I was Flat Top, I'd definitely give you another opportunity there on the main roster, and who knows what that could be. Maybe Benny needs an opponent next month.
Maybe Benny or maybe even Creed.
Ooh, there you go.
I would like to shut Creed up. I mean, he's kind of getting jealous that his mother is cheering for me. I'm more of a son to her than he is.
Hey, Nubby gets pops.
And you never know. I could be more of a fiance to his current fiance.
There you go.
So,
yeah. Was she at this show? There's nothing to notes about her.
She was there.
She come out with Creed or just at ringside?
No, she was sitting at ringside being it quiet like she should. She should just keep her mouth shut for once. She did say something to me a little bit, but I looked at her and she shut up. So
throw her a wink.
Oh, I winked at her and I think she smiled. She won't admit it.
Oh, we know it's true. We know. So main event, we had heavyweight champion James Creed pinning Jimmy Carrot in a hard-fought battle that the Torture Killers seemed to get involved in. After the match, Flat Top decided that there will be a rematch between Carrot and Creed February 22nd at the Majestic. So they're going to do it one more time, and we're going to see if Jimmy Carrot can take the title away from James Creed next month at the Majestic in Kankakee. So, yep, guys, that was SCW. Seems like an awesome show. I look forward to checking it out on YouTube when those come out. So, perfect.
All right.
All right, man. Anything else wrestling related you want to talk about? Anything? Who's on the Power Hour this week? Who we got?
Nuke.
Oh, big deal. Fuck him. Let's see if he addresses your status.
Yeah, I mean, even though Rocket Pro is not till next week, but we'll see.
We'll talk about. Tell you what. Hey, Steve. I'm sure you're listening. Probably hearing me right now. Ask Duke about Turtle's status in Rocket Pro Wrestling. Been owner now for a couple months. He's been total control for the last 3 weeks. What's the hold up? Where's the fucking phone calls? Where's the messages? Does he really want to hurt Turtle's wallet because he wants to make the announcement in the ring at a future show? That's just stupid. Poor guy needs to fucking, buy pizzas.
It's true.
Yeah, it's getting pretty sick and tired of having to steal hot dogs from other fucking wrestling shows that he attends. It's weird.
Well, luckily, I know somebody in Captain Dave's area.
There we go.
So, another L.I.M member has been giving me the hookup. So
that's true. Yeah, fucking nobody's hadn't had that much wiener in them since prison.
It's true.
Ain't wrong.
I mean, if I went to prison, it would be true.
Fine line between opinion and anyways. Okay. Anything else wrestling related though you want to talk about?
No, I don't think there's anything to talk about.
Cool. So next week we will be talking about Rocket Pro Wrestling. We'll see if we get the results of C3 and Power Entertainment, talk about those as well. But my guess is majority of it's going to be RPW next week.
ARW.
Oh, ARW is. I think there's a few shows next week. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna make the correction. I want to make sure I say everyone that we have next week. So I don't sit there like, oh, you just favor Rocket Pro Wrestling over everyone else. That's not true. Next week we're going to have Dreamwave, Rocket Pro Wrestling, ARW, Brew City Wrestling, and Emerge are all next Saturday. So we'll see if we get match cards for all those events, as well as the results for POW and C3, all happening next Monday. Will Pat be here? Probably not. Will L.I.M say anything? Probably not. Do I care? No.
I'd say if one was more likely than the other, I'd say there's a little bit more of a chance of Pat being back before L.I.M says anything.
That's true. Well, they'll probably do their podcast this Thursday or Friday or whatever, or they release on Sunday. I don't fucking knows when they do their shit. So they may say something, but it's not going to be fucking anything. To quote Kyle, of substance. It's not even worth listening to. Doesn't matter what they say; it's irrelevant. But
And I mean, that's assuming Gabagool is still not out there looking for Maximus to get his titles, because those titles mean more to him than anything.
well said, sir. If you do want to listen to the L.I.M podcast, you can check them out at the YouTube channel, Love Intoxicated Men. Obviously, we mentioned the Power Hour is tomorrow night. You can find them also on YouTube at the Power Hour. If you want to find links to their YouTube channels instead of typing in all their shit, as long as you're following Freaknet Studios YouTube channel, you can find links to all the Freaknet Studios Facebook pages right there on the YouTube channel's homepage. JFW, L.I.M, Fourth Mother Box, Power Hour, Jedi Talk, all the links are right there on Freaknet Studios. So if you want to listen to our show, feel free to do so wherever you pick up your podcasting. If you want to watch, you can do so over on YouTube. Just search Just Freak Wrestling, JFW Podcast. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, do whatever you do. Follow social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Just Freak Wrestling or the JFW Podcast. So, Nubby, that's all I got.
I believe we can ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
And I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, the Faction Slayer, Cowabunga.
And thank you for listening to the episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.